today I woke up to a cool and overcast day here in Sunset Cliffs, which is a small city just east of downtown San Diego. Now, I got up as early as I could today because I was really hoping to find a parking spot right out at the edge of the water. And as I rounded the corner from my overnight spot, I realized the parking spot that I was hoping for was free and all mine. Well, the weather report today was calling for temperatures close to 70 degrees. But early this morning, along with the overcast skies, it was a little chilly and a little damp. So even though I haven't been making coffee first thing every morning lately, I really felt like a cup of coffee this morning. Now, I've been sleeping in a little bit the last few days, and so since I was up a little bit earlier than normal, I decided to use my AeroPress to make coffee this morning. It's kind of a nice device to use because it takes all the guesswork and really work out of making coffee. That way I got my coffee done and I was able to get back out and stare at the waves. One of the reasons why I wanted to park in this parking spot in particular is because it juts out into the ocean a little bit, and you're surrounded on three sides by water. So since I was really hoping just to spend a day staring at the surf, this was an ideal spot. Well, for breakfast I had my typical oatmeal with cranberries and pecans and a little bit of cinnamon because that's healthy. And I even had breakfast with a friend this morning. I'll call you Bob. And as soon as breakfast was done, I looked up and saw the sun was out and things are starting to warm up. So that gave me a good opportunity to get out and walk around the neighborhood a bit. I spent a couple of hours just walking around in complete awe of these cliffs and also of the color of this water. I just can't get over the beautiful blue-green color of this water here. There are several sea caves here at Sunset Cliffs. You can get pretty close to them. And in fact, this one I was parked just a few feet away from. In fact, it kind of felt like I was parked almost on top of it. Now, at this point, it was well afternoon, so I decided to make some lunch. And I cracked into some of these wheat noodles I found at Trader Joe's. I really like these. They are quite tasty, and they're actually quite easy to prepare. So I gathered a few vegetables, some zucchini and some beans and green onions. Fortunately, I had some cilantro, and I actually finally remembered to buy some fresh garlic. So I just did a real quick chop of all these. With the veggies all prepped up, I threw them in a pan and just did a real quick stir fry with some sunflower oil. So the veggies cooked up nice and quick because I like to keep them kind of green and crispy. And then with the noodles, you're supposed to boil these, but I find if I just throw them in a pan and put a little water in the pan, they kind of steam and open up. And of course, once that's all done, I threw the veggies back in the pan and added some soy sauce for seasoning and quite a bit of some fresh cracked pepper. And I know I should be eating these with some chopsticks, but of course I'm going to use my trusty spork. And then I ate outside on my veranda, because why not? Dang it, I was going to do some cliff diving. Yeah, it's probably for the best. They say it's not safe to go swimming directly after eating a meal, so instead I just sat and watched the surf. Thinking it's about time to make a little food. It's about 5:30, I guess. But one of the little issues I have with my stove is it doesn't like to work when both of my doors are open. It's just too windy. And I keep putting off making food because I don't really want to close my doors. Not when I've got these great views out here. Okay, I just made some quick guacamole because I remembered I had an avocado. And then I think I'm going to make something different today. Not a burrito. Well, I tried doing this with the back doors closed and leaving the side door open. I tried doing it with the side door closed, back door open. Did I say that right? Or did I don't know. Anyway, I tried all the combinations of doors open and closed. Unfortunately, the wind is whipping around here, and so if I want food, I've got to close the doors. But I think that's probably a good trade-off. Now, this may sound a little bit strange, but San Diego has never been a city that I've wanted to live in. I've just never been drawn to the idea of living here because while it's a beautiful city and, well, everybody knows the weather is great most of the year, there's a lot of not so great aspects about this area. The traffic is one that is just crazy. And it does get hot here. The weather's not always perfect and great. And when you add all that combined with the cost of living here, it's really expensive to live here. But I started to realize that I have been living here for well, a little over a month now. But of course, I've been doing it a little differently. I'm not paying rent, and I'm not driving during rush hour. So the two big detriments, the two big things that make me not want to be in the city, I'm avoiding. And that makes San Diego quite a bit more attractive to me now. All of a sudden now, San Diego makes a lot more sense. In other words, I've really been enjoying my time here over the last month. And there we go. I'm not sure what I'm going to have for dinner tonight, but this will be a nice little tasty snack to tide me over. Ooh, these things are boiling hot, but I can't help myself. I forgot the most important part of this. I gotta open the doors so I can see the view. So don't get me wrong, I'm not saying I'm gonna stay in San Diego forever. But for the last 3 weeks, I keep saying I'm going to leave tomorrow, and then I don't leave because I have another day like I had today. After a day like today, I just wonder why I would want to take off from this place. The beautiful scenery, the beautiful weather. Life is kind of easy right now in San Diego, and I am all about that. So I won't stay here forever, but I'm really enjoying my time right now. Thanks for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it.